Perfect. 7. Today is June 27, 2024. I am the chair of the Canada Day Committee. Call this meeting to order. Begin with land acknowledgement first. We would like to begin by acknowledging Shelburne traditional territories and ancestral land of the Anishinaabe, including the Ojibwe, Potawatomi, Chippewa, and the people of the Three-Part Confederacy. These traditional territories upon which we live, work, play, and learn are steeped in rich indigenous history. It is with a statement that we declare to honor and respect the past and present connection of indigenous peoples with this land, its waterways, and resources. Agenda item 2.0, adopting an agenda. Any amendment to agenda? Can someone make a motion to adopt the agenda as circulated? Len, seconded Amy, all in favor? Aye, motion carried. Right. Agenda item 3.0, declaration of pecuniary interest. Members of the committee are recording pecuniary interest in accordance with the Municipality Conflict of Interest Act. Is there any conflict of interest to declare today? Hearing none, perfect. 4.0, approval of the minutes from our meeting on June. Everybody had a chance to review it. Is there any amendment to the minutes? We're seeing none at this point. Can someone make a motion to adopt the minutes as circulated? Brian, seconded by Sarah, all in favor? Motion carried. Perfect. That brings us to agenda item 5.0, new business. There's a request from Shelburne Bhangra dancers. Len and Ellis I might tap Len Solder in giving us more info about it and maybe possibly some solution to it as well. Over to you, Len.
Oh, okay. Well, we've got them scheduled for the 4 o'clock performance, if I'm not mistaken. We've got band coming at between 3 and 3:30 to set up. They usually take about an hour and a half to set up. Then there's a sound check at 5:30, and then they're on at 6:30. We've also got the opening ceremonies at 3:30 as well. It's going to be pretty tight to have them squeeze a second performance in. Especially with everything going on. I did finally get the music from them today, so I'll have a copy of that for the event.
But did they provide you 2 copies of it, or just a one track?
Just one track.
Just the one track.
Yeah.
And they wanting to use the same track second time as well? Or first of all, is that something that we wanted to do it as a team? Because they have already reassigned a spot to them around about 3 right after the opening ceremony. We basically have them there. And what they're asking for is another slot around about, or maybe they were possibly asking us to move their time from 3 o'clock to around about, close to when there's a lot of people around in park, basically. So which is around the same time what they did it last year, around 6 o'clock. That's what they're aiming. They reached out to us. Len, thank you for taking them, their email and providing us all of those contacts to it. So their ask is to basically either have another performance down around about 6 o'clock, 6:30 mark, so they can engage people more into it. And that's where their ask is. So just going back to committee, and maybe Len can help me more into this as well in terms of the timing and how we can fit this into.
Well, their performance runs 10 minutes. This track runs 10 minutes. So if we're there, let me see if I've got the schedule in front of me. Hang on.
I have it in front of me. So we've got opening ceremony at 3:30, and then the dancers at 4,
Right?
yoga's at 4:30, and then there's a gap, but you've got sound check or whatever. But if it's only 10 minutes, we could probably fit them in at like 5 if sound check's at, you said 5:30?
Right. I mean, my only concern is they're it's going to be based on how times go, because if the Matlocks are running late, and things usually do run late, I mean, I mean, I'm pretty easy, but I've also got a lot going on my plate that day. So my concern is, you know what I mean? Am I going to do this? We've only done this once. Are they going to want to hang around if the performance is at 4, if I'm not mistaken?
That's right.
Okay, are they gonna want to hang around in costume till 6, right? Because I mean, the only other time I could see them go on would be just before the Matlocks, like 6:15. But that's if everything goes according to schedule, right?
Yeah. Brian, you have a question?
Well, I'm just kind of, it's really going to depend on the sound checks. We don't have any equipment error or anything like that. So if they want, I'm okay with them doing a second one, only if there's time, and that's only going to be known at the time of when it can happen or not. So if they want to stick around, and if we can fit them in, we'll fit them in. But if we can't, too bad.
Yeah, there's not much. I mean, the day's going to be. I mean, the day's the day, right? Like,
Yeah.
it could, if everything goes according to Hoyle, then
So should we respond back then to say we'll try our best to fit you in around about that time, 6:15-ish. But
Sure.
if it is not possible, then we won't proceed with that second performance, basically.
Okay.
Is that what I'm hearing from everybody?
Yeah, I think that makes sense, and it'll be my discretion because
Yeah.
I'm kind of under the tent, so to speak.
Got it. Alice, you need anything from the team?
I just have one question. Will they actually be able to dance with the Matlocks equipment set up?
Well, they'll have to do it out in front.
They did it last year in front as well. They didn't do
Okay,
it
I wasn't certain, so I just wanted to make sure that that had been considered. But if the committee is fine, I will email them and indicate that they are potentially able to do a second performance at 6:15, but we won't know if that's going to work until about 6 o'clock.
That's right.
Right.
Okay, and who will they connect with to find out if that's going to work? Samir?
Yeah, Len and myself will connect with him, whoever. Yeah, so I'll connect with the Len person and give them update. No problem.
Okay. And do you
Perfect.
want me to give them contact information for either one of you, or just they know who you are, so they'll find you at the event?
He has my information. So
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I'll be the guy under the tent.
All right, that's perfect then. So yeah, if we don't need any resolution for this. No, perfect, good stuff. So if that's the case, let's move to the discussion 5.B, which is event and layout discussion. So I'll toss it to you, Alice. No problem. I just want to give context. Team part of our committee member actually gathered on site to do the site inspection, and then basically possibly laying out how the layout is going to look like for the Canada Day. And so to present that, I would like Alice to come forward and let us know.
All right, so I am going to pass it over to Jamie in a minute to add on anything that but I did want to give the committee an update that unfortunately Councillor Kyle Fegan will not be able to join us on the day now. So he will not be at the event. So Jamie is now going to be the coordinator for the vendors they have her information and they will be reaching out to her, and she will now be on site that day. Brian agreed to take over the parking instead of meeting with vendors. So Brian, thank you very much for being flexible like that. And Jamie's boss, Will, is actually also going to attend part of the event now. He is going to help Len load up and set things up at the park. So, and then there will be other public works staff around as well. So that's just a change from what we discussed as far as the schedule last meeting. So I just wanted to make sure that you had that information. And you might have to cite Jamie for the pink vest now.
Thank you, Jamie, for stepping up and coming to support us to the event. Really appreciate your help in that area.
No, that's my pleasure. And on event day, we'll see how things roll out, but I plan to be on site just about 12 o'clock, just so I'm there for vendors coming in. Inflatables are anticipated for 12. I did have a quick conversation with Anne-Marie at Legacy VRverse. So they're probably showing up around the same time. They just want to give themselves a bigger buffer for setup. So yep, I will be there. We did meet some committee members on site, myself and Brad. So we had a pretty good game planned and layout planned. Operations staff were working on the barricading that's required today, power washing the floors and tables, garbage can setup. So really a lot of the requests or logistical needs has been completed with some work planned for tomorrow and then on Monday. But I was at the park twice today and we're in pretty good shape with accessible parking painted out, vendor spots painted out, everything barricaded under the sun. So I think we're in a good place.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Jamie, and all the both of you. Is there any question? Anyone has any question? Anything that? Yeah, Sarah.
Who's doing the opening ceremony? Because wasn't Kyle gonna do that?
So I've sent an email to the mayor, hoping since he is attending that he will take on that responsibility. I haven't heard back from him, so Len might have to just do a little reminder to him. Otherwise, if somebody wants to be willing to step up to be the backup for that, here's your opportunity.
I am ready for that. But again, I'll let Len and Kyle, Mayor to get into that first anyway. But yeah. Sarah, Amy?
So I have some signs from Whiteman that they want us to put up. I can drop them off in the morning. So what time are you getting there, Len? Like if I came by like 11:30, are you there or?
I'm sorry, am I going to be at the park tomorrow?
No, on Monday.
Oh, I'll be there around noon.
Okay.
Like
So
just
I'll
after.
come at noon then and drop the signs off. Yeah.
Okay, so I thought we were talking about tomorrow. Yeah, no. My plan is to be there Monday around noon and probably won't get out of there until midnight.
Everybody
so,
leave, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay.
Sure. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I just
Maybe Amy, you may wanna connect with Jamie in that area. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll
we
just show up
talk
at 12.
about
I just
there.
want to make sure someone was there and then I'll just give them to someone.
Perfect. Okay.
Just a quick question about those signs. In the case that you're there early, you can always tuck them in the pavilion. And then someone will arrive shortly. I'm sure between 11 and 12. Hopefully they don't go walking off. Did they say
12 is fine too.
any like layout where they wanted these signs, or it's just they
Anything
wanted
anything
a
to
few
you,
of
Sarah?
them around?
Didn't say anything to me. No.
Just as long as
I
they're
don't-
there and out.
Yeah. Just say wherever.
Sounds good. So if that's the case, if there's no further question on event and layout discussion, we can move on to agenda item 5C, sponsorship and vendor update. Alice?
So we don't have any changes to sponsorships. I've just had that as a standing item for the last few agendas. There may or may not be an additional food truck. So we heard from them asking where their space was, and I was like, I don't have any information for you. So then they were supposed to send me all the information today, and then I reached back out to them, and then they were like, yeah, I don't think it's going to work now. And then I was like, well, call me. And then so if they call me tomorrow, I'll talk to them. But other than that, the vendors haven't changed. So we just have the 2 food vendors, the 1 home decor vendor, and then the rest are all basically information vendors. So one bit of feedback that I have gotten is that the Fridays in the Park vendor fee is not comparable to ours at all. Ours is quite a bit more expensive. So that's something we might want to consider for the future. But yeah, so at this point, there's no change to the sponsorships or vendors, but we might have some unexpected vendors show up, and Jamie's prepared for that.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, today we are rolling very quickly, and today I was talking to Alice about the meeting is more of, it's a reflection of how we prepared for the day, basically. So yeah, the next agenda item I have it on list is change of date for next meeting. Almost everybody received an email, and many of us basically responded back. This is an opportunity. We had 2 dates put forward to us, and most of us basically sort of lean towards the later July the 25th date. So I'm just checking pulse, either 4th or 25th. Those 2 dates were put forward. So this is the time we can finalize that and make sure that we record it on camera as well. Amy, go ahead.
I was gonna say the 24th works for me. Was it July 4th that you're talking about?
Yes, it was July 4th and July 25th.
Okay,
Alice?
I'm not available on the 4th, but I am available on the 25th. Sorry, I think I missed that email.
No worries at all. All good. How the rest of the group feel?
25th.
25th, good. Brian? Yeah. Sarah? Perfect. Okay. So Alice will take it on to, I guess, we take as a resolution. Jamie, you have a question?
I just wanted to quickly check with the committee if all the items have been addressed. Just wanted to confirm times on site, just so I had it written down. So I'm
Hang on, Jamie. I just need a resolution to finish
Perfect.
the change of date and time.
So be it resolved that we will the post Canada Day meeting is going to be scheduled on July 25th, Thursday at 7 p.m. Can I have someone to make that motion? Brian, seconded. Myself, all in favor? Motion carried. Alice, Jimmy,
Thank
over
you,
to you.
everyone.
Sorry for getting excited. Yeah, just 2 things. I just wanted to confirm times for everyone coming on site, just so I have that down correctly. So far I have Len for about 12 o'clock. Samir, I have about 3 o'clock till
The closing, yes.
till the end.
Till the end. Yeah. We'll pack it up together, no problem.
Great. Sarah, I have written down 8 p.m., but I don't have a start time. Do you know? Just approximate is fine.
I'll be there about 12 and I'll have my
Okay.
son with me
Perfect.
to help.
Yeah,
as
I
a
have
volunteer.
Sarah and son 8 p.m. So I guess I missed the 12 o'clock part. Brian,
Open to close.
12 till 12?
Yeah,
Sure.
Okay, great. And again, it's approximate, so I'm not gonna be clocking in. And then Amy, I have you with your son 3 till 6. Perfect. Okay, great. Perfect. And then the only other thing is Matlocks. They are here upstairs. They've been here all day setting up for their Schools Out concert tomorrow. They've sounded great during rehearsal, so we're in for a great show if you haven't seen them before or heard them before. Very exciting for them to be a part of Canada Day again.
great. Len, you have, yes, Len.
Yeah, just a little potentially should the, because we've not heard anything back from Pete Cara at all. We have no contract, we have no insurance information, we have no payment information. So potentially, if he doesn't show, I'm sure we can talk the Matlocks into another set. So that shouldn't be an issue. But anyway, I've reached out to him a couple of times to try and get a response, and got nothing.
Thank you, Len, for the update. Brian, you have a question follow up on that?
Len, don't you have a ukulele that you could play?
Like that.
As a matter of fact, I have an accordion. and ukulele.
Would it be, Len, I'm just, considering the time we have it on our plate now, like what is the last minute or how late can we let Matlock know about, an extra additional time slot?
Well, right. Yeah. Right now what it boils down to is this, is if he's either going to show or he's not going to show, right? If he shows, we won't know until he gets there. So we won't know, if he's not there at 7:30 after the Matlocks are on, because he's supposed to set up from 7:30 to 8. If he's not there at 7:30, then we just won't get the Matlocks to tear down. We'll just ask them to do another set.
Now, is that performance going to be, once again, it's going to be paid?
Absolutely.
That is correct. And have we even brushed on those to see what are they looking for, an extra performance or anything like that? Did we?
I haven't, but the other side of that equation is that we've authorized $1,800 for talent, or $1,850 for talent, right? So, yeah. I mean, I don't know, if they do another hour, that would be at least $500.
Yeah. And is it the similar amount or more than Peter Cara that we committed to?
Well, originally I believe we had budgeted 1,000 for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we're still under budget that way, but we're gonna have to play that one by ear. Like if so Matlock's on her at 6:30. Who's got the schedule? Sarah, you have the schedule, right? Can't hear you. Muted.
So Matlocks are at 6:30 and Peter Cara was at 8.
So 6:30. So let's say 6:30 to 7:30. 7:30 rolls around. Peter Cara is not there. At 8 o'clock, the Matlocks come back on and do another hour.
Yeah.
So
that's perfect. We can just sense the floor as well for that. Also wanting to make sure that we don't give surprises to Matlock as well, right? So we can kind of, keep them on as our backup option in that case, just in case.
I'll reach out to them.
Perfect. Thank you. Yes, Brian, you have a question? I think I saw your hand, Sarah, as well, Amy as well. Go ahead, Brian, first.
Me. if we were giving him $1,000, like, as far as I'm concerned, is if he doesn't show up, we just transfer that money right to the Matlocks and hopefully they'll play right till the fireworks start. There's no need to negotiate with them. They're doing us a favor, so
Yeah.
we already put that money aside for it, so they should be paid for it.
Thank you, Brian. Amy?
Has Kyle tried reaching out to him? Because didn't Kyle know him?
So unfortunately, Kyle is not available to contact right now.
Okay.
So, but Peter has been promoting it on his personal Facebook page. So my understanding is he is still planning on coming. I haven't seen anything that would indicate differently. It's always good to be prepared. So that's just the point of this conversation, is that, and if there were any changes, the committee would just have to ratify the dollar amounts at the next committee meeting. So there's room for that discussion to happen. I'm sure the Matlocks will appreciate the heads up that it might be a possibility, but we also want to be careful not to get their hopes up or have them think that that is going to be the case. So anything changes will have to be ratified by the committee afterwards. So do please, if there's any conversations amongst the committee at the event, please do try to avoid a majority of the committee having conversations so that it doesn't appear to be a committee meeting.
Yeah. Okay. Brian, as a follow-up question?
So if we don't have his insurance information, is he allowed to play?
So we have an insurance option that can be processed within 5-10 minutes, and it is received within 5-10 minutes. So, and Jamie has that information on how to access that. So we have working ways.
Awesome. Good stuff. Yeah, any further question? Perfect. Thank you, Len, for updating the committee. Do we need any sort of a resolution for this, Alice, just in case if we do decide, or should we, if Peter Carr is not there, then
No,
is
I
it-
think we should give him the benefit that we have made this verbal agreement with him, that he is our main performer. I would like to honor that. I would like to see the committee honor that, and that they're, sure that he will be the one. Again, any resolution that needs to be made can be ratified afterwards.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good.
I do see on his Facebook, he posted like June 19th that he was headlining on Canada Day at Fiddle Park. So that's only a couple weeks ago?
Perfect. Any new business that anyone have any proposals for? Brian?
It's not so much new business since Kyle's not going to be with us. What about the signs that we were getting made for the
We have them.
okay,
We have
got all okay. Second of all, did we get buckets for donations to collect donations? Because I know Kyle was looking after.
Jamie has those.
Okay, and do we have any volunteers? They're gonna help do parking because I can't really park and collect money at the same time.
We've got operations staff coming for you, Brian.
Okay.
Sorry, I meant to say that earlier. It sounds like we have our one on call. He'll have to be kind of in and out of the park because he also has to do testing and checks at the splash pad. But it sounds like we have at least 4 other individuals who will be on site to help with garbages, parking, and we have parking flags as well for really clean, hopefully organized parking. So we can definitely touch base on Monday with the staff that's showing up and get everything situated from there.
Did we get any high school students or anything?
Only Sarah's son. And if he wants to drag some of his friends along, they would be very welcome.
Perfect.
Sarah,
Thank
you can voluntold your son's friends too, right?
I don't know if I have that much power.
Thank you, Jamie, for that little update on it. Brian, does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think that's all. Like, I think Kyle was just going to do the signs and stuff like that. So I just wanted to make sure we were still getting that all looked after. So
Yeah, that's correct.
Jamie's sitting there looking at them right now.
And Lynn?
So do I need to pop over to the town on Friday? Or are you bringing everything over, Jamie?
I should
What's
be
our
good
plan?
bringing everything over. We've got
Let's-
the town hall vehicle here for tomorrow, and I'll have it Monday, and then we'll have our operations team with their vehicles as well.
Is Crow going to be at the park tomorrow, setting up?
I
we-
haven't heard
Conversation,
that from them.
Yes, no? I know last year they were out chalking lines and stuff like that on the Friday. I mean, I guess it's not necessary for any of us to be there, but just curious if anyone heard. Okay.
Brian, follow-up question?
just this is to Len. For the Matlocks, just in case they do have to play, they'll have to extend their playlist. So we do need to give them a heads up so they do know. Like, I know we don't want to jump the gun, but they're only planning on playing an hour. They'll need more songs for their playlist. So
I will have a conversation with them very strategically and say, hey, just on the off chance, you guys pull a second set together. Yeah, and you know something, they're
They're
good.
good. Yeah, they're good guys anyways. So.
Yeah. I don't think, even if they have to play a couple of songs twice, it's not the end of the universe. Right? And we can even give them a half hour in between to, to push their.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Perfect. Thank you. Any other new business? Anything anyone has in their plate? Oh. Perfect. So if that's the case, we reach to the agenda item 6.0, which is adjourn the meeting.
Brian's
Brian,
tentatively
yes, go ahead,
raising
Brian.
his hand
You're so-
again.
Yeah.
Did you get any? Has anyone get feedback? Like, I saw the post go out about the dog park and the garden being closed for that day. I saw some negative posts on the Facebook page, but I don't know if did we have any problems or. And my other question was, is the Freedom Rally going on this weekend?
I haven't, I'll have to check our Facebook, because I haven't seen anything, but I haven't been looking today. I didn't receive any emails or phone calls, and I haven't heard anything from the reception desk, but I'll take a peek at what's posted there.
And is the Freedom Rally going on Saturday? Like, do we have to be concerned about them showing up again, or is that all over and done with?
They have a scheduled appearance on Saturday. If they wander through, I'm sure they'll be greeted appropriately. I mean, I can't see them.
They didn't last year, but
No, but that was last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's they're free to do whatever they want to do. If they want to, yeah, as long as they don't be a dick about it to other people. That's the concern. So.
I would just add that, like, any member of the public that shows up, if there's, behavior that's not appropriate, between the public and the committee and any staff on site, inappropriate behavior, contacting OPP, and OPP might even be on site, or and or our bylaw team, whoever may be scheduled that day. But the event is open to the public, and any bad behavior will be addressed accordingly.
Yeah. Sounds good. Brian?
I was gonna get the water for the bands. Is that
I got water.
okay?
We've got water. I'm picking up the water tomorrow. I've got 4 jugs of water. I have 2 dispensers.
Okay, that's fine.
Do we need ice? No.
No.
I'm just trying to think. There's cups there. They say Molson and Coors Light, but hey, they're cups and they're free. And I think, Jamie, correct me if I'm wrong, we're gonna have bins, recycle bins, because they're recyclable.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Oh, good God. There, get over there.
You should do Santa Claus, Len. Like that almost looks good on you, the white beard.
White beer on? Like it, yes. Right. So if there is no further question, Brian, should I go ahead now? Okay. All right, so agenda item 6.0, which is adjourn the meeting. Like someone to make a motion to adjourn meeting. Brian, Amy, and all in favor? We all. Thank you.